All right, this is part 2 of the computer illustrated optical illusions, and we're going to learn how to fill our grids up with color and also to put shapes within it and alternate colors so it makes our eyes go nuts. So we are going to go to File, Open, and you should have 2 that you've already made. So I'm going to just select the vertical. And now, let me see if I can zoom in. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit. Maybe not. We are going to use the paint can, and I am going to find obnoxious colors because op art is all about hurting our eyes. And the more you put opposite colors together, the more there's the illusion that things might be moving. So what I'm going to do is I think I might just do a pattern right now. So I'm going to go green, and then I'm going to do pink. Boy, that'll drive us nuts. Oops. So I did the wrong line, so just go back and undo. All right, now I'm going to switch the value up a little bit. So I'm going to just pick a darker green. And then I'm going to throw in some Packer stuff. And go back to pink. Then I throw in some black. Okay. You can keep doing this. So I'm going to go really fast. 1, 2, 3. And I did the pink again. Actually, I'm going to go yellow. Now back to pink. But you see how fast this is? So this is going to slowly give us some ideas when we actually do our own hand-drawn ones. I'm going to go back to green. One more. And we're almost done. All right. This one's simple, nothing major. But the more you look at it, the more they're going to move. I forgot that I had this dark green in there. So I guess I could throw them back in here. So if you change your mind, just go back and change it. Okay. Then I would say save as, and you can reinvent each drawing more and more and more. So I'm going to just save as really quick. Open it up. I'm going to put in my folder. You might see that it's just saving right away. I don't know what a Chromebook does necessarily, but I'm just going to go vertical color 1. So get in the habit of naming them, but again, go to save as. Okay. Now eventually I can go back and make this even crazier. So I can throw in some shapes. So maybe I want to do, and if you want perfect circles, then you have to make sure that you do the shift key. But I could come up with some patterns. Not sure if I like this. I don't. All right, so I'm just going to say new, and it's going to ask, do you want to save it? I'm going to say discard because I don't want to save that. I've already saved it. Now I'm going to go to the grid that has overlapping lines. I'm going to say new, which is already new, open, and I'm going to pick this one. So for this one, I want you to practice putting shapes over it. And when you draw your shape, you cannot have it touch a line, but it has to be in the gaps. So if you touch a line, when you alter your colors, it will not work. So always pay attention. Is your shape overlapping the space? That's what you want. But if it ends on a line, see how the edge on the right here touches a grid line, it will not work. You just have to trust me. So I'm just going to randomly put some shapes in here. Make sure they don't touch lines. This one is a big area. So. And I would like you to vary the sizes. I like the rule of 3, which means repeat something 3 times. And then you can do other things too. Here's a star. Whoops. Never mind. You can play around with these. I'm not going to waste your time. In fact, I'm going to put circles within circles, or I'm actually going to blow your mind and put rectangles instead. All right. And I am not going to color this whole thing. So now what you do is you think checkerboard. I'm going to avoid all this stuff here because I don't want to take my time to pick colors. And if you want to pick or make your own colors, you can go to color edit and it'll give you a spectrum to, oh, there you go. You double click on a color that you want to alter and you just say yes. Okay. All right, so I'm going to take something obnoxious and do this color here. And you're going to start going a pattern, and you can do as many colors as you want. So let's say the square here is blue, but the gap, that circle that's in the blue square cannot be blue. Otherwise, it would not pop out. So then I'll go all the way through the row. So if this is a blue square, this one is going to be, we'll just call it yellow. So blue, yellow, blue, yellow, blue, yellow. And then because this rectangle is in that space, that's going to be yellow, I'm going to make that blue. And then you just keep making sure that your colors don't ever touch. They touch in the corners, but they don't touch side by side. So this is a quick way, and if you make mistakes, it's easy to fix. So I'm going to try to go really fast. So this circle part is blue. So that means the next part touching it in the circle has to be your opposite color. Okay, that's enough for now. Well, I'll do it. Oops, now that's, if you get too close to a line, it's going to take all of them, change it, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Okay, but I just don't want it right now. So now I'm going to go back and add the color that I think will be bonkers with it. Again, play around with whatever shapes you want. And then you're going to insert some into your slides. I'll have some more specific directions later when I figure out what I want you to do. So you get the idea. And then because this is optical art, I am going to change the colors of the lines. Okay. So have fun with this one. I'll finish it and put it in slides as an example so you can see what it ultimately looked like. So that's the two first activities that you'll be making. All right, save as, and you're done.